Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Up, where I teach you to make a cool painting about an hour and I get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel, and today we are painting this right here. I call it the Affectionauts. It's kind of a cool one with astronauts in it, cool little purple and sienna background there, so it's a really nice one. As always, if you haven't already, search Paint the Edge Off and all that. I appreciate all that, look me up. I'm on all the social medias and stuff. Also, I'm going to give away a free giveaway painting like I do with all my classes. All you got to do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a free painting of your choice, okay? Also, if you're watching on Twitch, you'll get a much better view, if you're watching on TikTok, you'll get a better view on Twitch. That helps you. Just letting you know that. Okay, so what we're going to need for this painting, you'll need a canvas. I'm using 16 by 20 canvas. You feel free to use a different size, but that's what I'm using. That's what my measurement's going to be for, but if you use different sizes, you'll just kind of have to, maybe ignore some of my measurements there. I also have an easel. If you don't have an easel, you can also lay your painting down flat, and that works just fine too. I've also got some paper towels, which are helpful. I've also got a water cup, okay? Water cup's good for acrylic paint. That's kind of the medium that you want to mix with acrylic paint. I've got paper plates that I use for my palette. Feel free to use something else if you like. Paper plates are just easy and cheap. I've also got a blow dryer, helps me dry my painting nice and fast. I've also got whiskey, about out of this bottle, but I've got another bottle, don't worry. And then I've got some brushes here. Now, I've also got, basically for this one I don't need a lot of tools. I've just got a couple pieces of chalk and 4 brushes, and honestly I don't even think I'm probably going to use this medium round brush, so I don't really need that one. I've got my big flat brush and my medium flat brush and my little baby round brush. Okay, that's really about the only 3 brushes I'm going to use. I've got all 4, so I'm going to go ahead and put those brushes down my water cup, leave them there anytime I'm not using them. Paint colors, I've got white, black, violet, also known as purple, and I've got raw sienna. If you don't have raw sienna, yellow ochre also works good. So that's really all you need. Not a lot of stuff for this one. This one's just kind of fun, but it takes a little time drawing the figures in and getting the shading right on all that, okay? Okay, so let's take a shot and get started. Cheers. Okay. Get my shot counter started. That is 1 shot. Okay, let me get settled here and we're gonna start painting. Okay. So, you know what? Let me just move this up a little bit, Let me just move that. Oh, shit. Let me just move. Oh, yeah, let's move that up. You can see the shots a little bit. Yeah. Then let's move the painting up. Sorry, this is boring. I'm gonna... want to be able to make that look a little better. Okay, enough of that. Let's get started. So I'm just going to take some raw sienna, some white, and some purple, and we're going to get going, okay? Raw sienna, white paint, and purple. Okay, those are my 3 colors there, okay? That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to take my big brush out of my water cup, tap her off, and let's start by stirring my brush in with my white paint. So you want to get all the water stirred in with your paint before you start painting. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just stirring it in, getting that all stirred up. And let's take some of our raw sienna, pull some of that in here. We want a very, very light color here. Okay, very light. Very light. Once we get that mixed in, we're going to start in the middle and start slapping this in there. Okay, here we go. There we go. Got a light raw sienna, kind of like a cream color. Something like that. Okay, let's start in the very middle there. Look, there's the middle. And let's just start kind of pulling out. Okay, pull out. Pull out, everybody. And I'm just going to start pulling away from the middle. Oh, God, sorry. Don't get a cat if you're allergic to cats, everybody. God, he's been such a butthole today, too. Starts off by throwing up in the living room. That's how the day started. And he's just running around, just everything. There's a box in here, and he's flicking around the box. And that freaks my dog out because he jumps and he steps on my foot. Makes me angry. Anyway. Okay, so we got some of that in there. We kind of start in the middle, kind of pull out, make a little, I don't know, about the size of your hand or something. You know, make a little space there. Take your brush, let's wash it out. Give her a nice washing. And we need to go from dark purple into light purple, and we're going to kind of blend this in, and then we'll take some more raw sienna after that while the purple's still wet and kind of put some of that light raw sienna back in there because it's going to basically get covered up a little bit. So we'll have to kind of battle that. Okay. Clean brush, washed it out. Let's take some purple. Stir your water again. I'm just mixing my water in there with my paint. Get that all mixed in, okay? You still will. Let's take this all around the sides, especially the left and right sides. So this is kind of really get those corners, lots of purple paint on those corners. Bring it in there a little bit. If you kind of think of like a little circle here. It's like a circle. We're gonna kind of go like this. Do that on both sides. Mainly really get those corners a lot. And then we'll mix up some light purple. And we'll get painting that in, okay? Alright, here we go. I'm not going top or bottom because it's gonna be, this circle's closest there. There's a little bit of room on the sides, but something like that. Okay, let's take some white paint. Stir that in with my purple. Let's make a lot. I'm making a lot of this too, so I'm going to fill in a lot of this. But just enough white, kind of make a good medium purple color there. Much lighter than the first purple we had. Oh, look at that. Now let's just go ahead and start filling this in first. Before we really start blending anything, let's just fill it in. Just fill it in. No need to be detailed. Let's just fill it in. How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday. How's your week going? How's your week been? How was last week? How you been since last Wednesday? Anybody out there? Okay, let's go ahead and... Now we've got this filled in. Let's go ahead and start blending in with the dark purple. So I'm just kind of brushing back and forth there. I'm going to start by just getting it kind of touching. I'll go back and blend a little bit more. But right now, let's just get it kind of in there. Fill in those white spots of the canvas. Get the colors touching. Oh, wow. And we can go back with more dark purple later if we want to as well. Let's go ahead and try to get this maybe a little mixed. Mix her up. Oh, look at that. It's a little darker on the edges. Here we go. Okay. Oh, how are you doing out there? How's your painting looking? Are you blending away? Is your paint not blending? Is it just like bam, bam, not blended at all? Maybe you need more paint? Maybe sometimes you just take your brush and dip it in some water. You don't need any more paint, just take your brush, dip it in water. And then it might wet your paint back up, and you can kind of paint it back in. Sometimes it dries out. Sometimes it's not blending because you have too much paint. You have so much paint that every brush stroke you make is taking over. Then you get more of the light color, and then take that in, and that takes over. Then you take more of the dark color. So sometimes you need less paint. Some people need more paint. You kind of have to figure that out. I'm not there with you to be able to tell you. I would if I was there. Okay, I'm going to take my brush, wipe some of this paint off, because now I'm going to take some more dark purple, just some purple by itself. I'm kind of put some of these dark colors back in here. That kind of took over. Maybe there's a couple areas I want to put some of the darker colors back in. I feel like my light color kind of took over. So, oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Maybe up here I could blend that a little bit better. Let's go ahead and blend that a little better. Yeah. Let me tell you like this. Okay, here we go. Light purple again. Now we're going to take this in here. Hopefully that, now your light raw sienna might be already dried by now, probably, if I'm guessing. Mine's already kind of drying. And I go pretty quick, so if mine's drying, you know, odds are most people's paint's probably drying by now. So I'm going to take some more. So I'm going to take this in here. I'm going to take it in pretty far. Put it in pretty far, okay? We pulled out, now we're going to put it in really far, okay? But yeah, let's take this in here. Let's kind of blend that, take that into the light raw sienna. Okay, wow, look at those colors. Ooh, ah. These colors do look really nice too. That's kind of what makes this painting work. Okay, so I really just kind of like get this edge a little softer, a little more blended. Ooh, yeah, okay, go into that raw sienna. Kind of get this blending in. I'm not too worried about the shape right now. I just want to blend this, get these colors blending. And then we'll take some more of my light raw sienna and we'll take that into that purple. We're going to get a little wild with it. And a lot of this is going to get covered up anyway with our astronauts. Okay, real quickly, take your brush, wash it out. Real quick. Wash it out. Okay, let's go back to our light raw sienna, our cream color. We're going to get creamed. Here we go. I've got a lot of this paint on my brush. Now we're going to do this first step again. We're going to kind of pull away from the middle. Pull away. Pull away like someone at a dinner party who's getting too far into politics. And you're like, I'm going to pull away from this. I'm going to get out of here. Pull away. Again, I'm going to do this. Now I'll go back in the middle and kind of get those spots covered up again. But let's go ahead and pull this out. Oh, here we go. And I kind of go back over some of these, like real lightly long, light brush strokes. Kind of just let it dance, let it breathe. Okay, but just real long, light brush strokes away from the middle. And then I can take, last thing I can do here is take some of this right here and just really put this back in the middle. Make sure that's really the solid color in the middle. And then kind of pull some of that out if we want, just but not go out real far. If we don't go out real far, we won't get a lot of purple mixing in. We don't have to keep going back over it. There we go, something like that. There we go. Okay, now we have a little explosion of color there in the middle. Wow. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to paint my side edges, then I'll blow dry, and we'll do our trivia question. And it's going to be lots of fun, okay? Let's take a shot. First step, you know, it's kind of just lots of fun. I mean, honestly, like, there's, you know, if you kind of go through it just like that, those steps, you know, some steps may take you longer. Maybe you have to add more paint. Maybe you got to wet your brush back up. Maybe you got to, you know, do one part at a time if you're not moving as quickly. Sometimes people use a little too much paint, but play with it, you know, and if you have to, the worst thing, they don't mix right, dry it, and once it's dry, you can just paint over it, you know, try it again. Okay, cheers. Shot. Dose. Okay, paint my side edges. Then we'll do our trivia question. If you want to win a free painting, I'll do our trivia question here in a minute. And I'll send you a free, if you win, I'll give you a free painting of your choice. Okay, let's take some purple paint. You can paint your side edges whatever color you want. I want to do them purple. You know, just make sense, smash the front. My favorite colors, red, white, and blue. Sorry. I live in Arkansas. I can't help but just, I'm around it. I'm around it too much. Now, what stops a good painting with a gun? Or what stops a bad painting with... I already fucked it up. Okay. Kaboom! We did it! First step done. Alright, let's blow dry, let's take a shot, and do our trivia question, okay? Okay. Today's trivia question is... Oh, you know, it's purple lettering. That's gonna be hard to see with this painting. Whatever. Today's trivia question is... What did the devil do to get kicked out of heaven? Is it A, double dipped his nachos? B, left the toilet seat up? C, left the cap off the toothpaste? D, clipped his toenails at the dinner table. E, talked through movies. F, always clicked his pen. G, how dare you joke about God and the devil. Or H, watched videos on his phone at full volume. I swear, people that just sit there and watch videos on their phone full blast, it's like, hey, you know, there's people in the same room as you. I don't get it. Like, it's mind blowing to me. That's just like, I'm just like, you know, we can all hear this, right? Chocolat. Chocolat. Okay, cheers. Shot 3. Again, if you're watching on Twitch, you'll get a little bit better view on TikTok if you got TikTok. But hey, you know, that's your prerogative. What have I been doing? What have I been doing? I've just been working like a fucking lunatic lately. It never ends. Sometimes I get a week where I can actually have like two days off in a row or something, or 3 days. If I'm extremely lucky, I might get 3 days off in a row. And it's just non-stop, never ending, you know? Which is fine, I like my job, it's just, I don't get enough time to focus on this, you know? I don't get to. I just kind of pop in here on Wednesday. I'm like, oh yeah, what am I doing? I was going to make a new painting for this week, but I didn't get to. But whatever. I'd love to know how you guys have been doing. I don't know if anyone's out there, but... I don't know. I think I talked last time about somebody at work wanted me to do the Enneagram test. So I did it, and it's like, you're an 8. Which they call 8 holes. Which I'm like, great, awesome, yep. Every personality test is like, you're a prick. I'm like, okay, thanks. But I think I talked a little bit about the questions. On some of them, it's like, they give you these long, like, 3-sentence questions, and it's like so complicated. It's like, isn't the point of a personality test to like ask you easy questions and like a question that you could answer easily, and then it takes all that data and it figures out all these deep things about you, you know? Instead, it's like, do you prefer, if you're around someone, are you subconsciously trying to help them the whole time, or are you more focused on your own needs over theirs? Do you keep people around who need help? And it's like, I've never thought about that in my life. Like, that's such a difficult question. Isn't that why I'm taking this test? For you to figure that out for me? I fucking get it. Anyway, I took the freaking test though, and it's like, same thing. I knew it was gonna get me. I think I talked about that a little last time. I don't remember what else I was doing. I don't know. It's been like,
what do you think?
What have I been doing?
Not the kind of music that old Willie Shakespeare
Sleeping,
used to write.
working, sleeping, working. Might watch a movie or two, and I've been watching a lot of Batman cartoons. And, you know, Batman, you know, I've got actually a funny well, I'll come back to it. Let's take a shot. Some really cool Batman cartoons. A lot of them are just whatever, lame and, you know, same old shit. But a couple of them are pretty crazy. Pretty nuts. Those are cool ones. Okay, let's take a shot. We'll keep going here. Let's stop talking. I won't stop talking. It's a lie. Cheers. Ah. Shot 4, everybody. Okay, let's keep going. Oh wait, what did I do? I took my painting down. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so now we need to draw in our Affectionauts. Okay, now if you got a gold piece of chalk, use whichever one shows up best. And also, a good thing to do with this is if you can find something to trace to make these circles, that's best. When I made this, I feel like might have used something to trace this to make it easy, but I don't remember now. But essentially what you want to do here is you want to find about the center of the canvas. That's going to be about here. You can't see that at all. Right there. Then you want to start drawing some circles here. Now, I'm just going to draw 2 circles. Here's one. This second one, you know, can be a little further down or whatever. I don't know. I kind of had it where this is like a guy and that's a girl. You can do whatever you want. You can make the same height, whatever you want to do there. But I, you know, went a little more traditional, just so, you know, it's just kind of a standard cheesy painting. Okay, there's 2 circles. Look at that. We got 2 circles. Now, I feel like this is a little too low. But fuck it, I don't care. So we're just gonna leave it this low. Because honestly, I like them touching in the middle. And that would be about the middle, right? It's even a little higher in the middle, probably. Okay, whatever. Okay, so there's that. One thing I can do is I could do, you know, the lines here. I could go line there. Alright, they kind of look like big weird eyeballs now or something. Okay, so there's that. Now they've kind of got another. It's the hardest to see in here. Out here it'll be a little easier, but I'll try to make that a little easier for you to see. You can see it a little bit better that way. Okay, now let's put their bodies in. Okay. Well, the first thing I like to do is, like right here, I like to do a little rectangle right at the bottom. Pretty wide rectangle. Cuts off some of the bottom of the circle. Okay, there's that. Okay, now the bodies, I'm just gonna kind of make them like little Lego bodies here, kind of, just to start, you know, just kind of to start us off, you know. Kaboom, Lego body. They're Lego astronauts. Okay, you know, up here, the front of this little rectangle. Let's draw another little, maybe it comes out for she has breasts. Okay, so breasts might stick out a little further for a lady. I don't know. I wouldn't know. A little rounder. But either way, then their chests are kind of touching there. There's her back. And let's put their little backpacks on. It's just gonna be a rectangle. And from what I remember, I think I'm just gonna go part by part on this painting. Let's make that a little bigger. This is an astronaut in space. They got a big old backpack. They got a JanSport. They got a big one. These aren't JanSport backpacks, okay? These are astronaut backpacks. How's everybody doing out there? Anybody say anything on Twitch? No? No one said anything? Well, okay. Well, thanks for watching. Anyway, I appreciate you. Okay, now, frick. Okay, we need to put the arms and stuff in, but we're gonna paint over the arms a little bit. I think we wait. Let's do the arms later. Let's just paint this in, then we'll put the arms on top. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and paint in kind of... Well, we should go ahead and draw them in. Alright. Shoulder. Alright, here we go. Now, this is a romantic painting, okay? Not an erotic painting. Okay. What I do is I kind of start by drawing basically 2 giant penises. Basically is what this looks like to me. There's the penis head. There's the shaft. It's essentially how this looks to me right now. But you know, this needs to angle down a little bit more. There we go. I mean, come on, what's that look like to you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it does kind of look like dicks. Not my intention. Okay, you know, Joel, let's take a shot for that. How dare you? How dare you? Anybody wants to win a free painting again? Today's trivia question is... where is my trivia question? There it is. What did the devil do to get kicked out of heaven? A, double dipped his nachos. B, left the toilet seat up. C, left the cap off the toothpaste. D, clipped his toenails at the dinner table. E, talked through movies. F, always clicking his pen. G, how dare you joke about God and the devil? Or H, watched videos on his phone at full volume. I gotta say, I hate that when people watch their videos on full volume. Why? Like, just, I don't know, turn it down. Just turn it down out of courtesy. I don't want to watch your dumb fucking video with you. I don't have headphones. Well, turn it down so just the minimum volume that you can hear it. Okay. Shot 5, everybody. Okay, if I remember correctly, what I do here is I mix up kind of a light gray, or a medium gray. I think it's kind of a light gray. And I start kind of filling these in. And I kind of go section by section. Like, I'll start with the helmets, I'll do this helmet, then I'll do that helmet. So I'm basically going to have a couple plates here, or maybe just one big plate, with grays, okay? A medium gray, and then a white and a black. Maybe I'll just put 2 plates. Maybe this plate will just have black and just white that I won't mix together, so I can double dip and keep going back to those. And then this place will be full of grays. 50 shades of gray. It's gonna be more like 3 shades of gray, probably. Oh, that's the prequel. 3 shades of gray. Okay, you know, let's start with our big brush with this big space. And then I'll go to my... Maybe I'll use my big brush. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll take my big brush. I'll mix that with my... None of the above, but wait till you hear the real answer. Ooh. Someone on TikTok knows the answer to my trivia question, but they don't want to tell me. Is the camera flickering? It is flickering. There she goes. Whatever. Fudge it. Alright, let's take our big brush. Let's mix up our little medium gray here. So maybe I'll take my big brush and I'll use it just for my medium gray. Or my... It's kind of a lighter gray. And then I will use my small flat brush for all the little colors. Like the lighter grays, the darker grays, the whites, the blacks. This will just kind of be my brush to get the colors in quick. The big space in quick. And then I'll take my medium brush to... add the little colors I'm going to mix in. Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and start. I'm going to turn my brush on my skinny side there. Make a thin line. I'm going to hold my brush flat to my canvas. Meaning I'm not going to twist it and hold any weird angle. I'm just going to hold it straight to it. Drag. Don't lean, don't pull. Just kind of keep it flat and just pull your hand and your arm straight across. Boom. Boom. Then we're going to fill this in. Now, outside circle part. Honestly, I'm not going to worry too much about that because I will put some other colors around the outside edge. We will have to worry about it in a little bit, but I'm going to get as close as I can. I'm just going to take my brush, just twist my hand, and get that edge pretty darn close. Pretty darn dang close there. It's not a perfect circle. I'm okay with that. And we'll get that filled in. Okay, take my medium, oh jeez. Take my medium flat brush. What's this sitting on? Take my medium flat brush here. Okay, now what I want to do is get a little bit darker gray now. So let's mix up a darker gray. Let's take some black. Mix up a little darker. A little bit darker. Now I'm going to take this color and I'm going to go around here. Around the bottom of this, I'm going to take this in here. Just like that. Take the wide side of my brush. I'm going to start on the outside. I'm going to kind of brush in and let it kind of fade off. Maybe I want a little bit more. You can put a little bit more on the outside. And kind of brush it in. Be a little careful with this. Hey, there we go. It's a little darker on the bottom. Look at that. Alright. Let's take this brush, wipe it off. Now I'm going to dip it right in just some white paint. Just some plain white paint here. Let's take this light color and go right across the top here. Okay, that's still black paint in there. Let's take that white color. Let's go ahead and just kind of... Now we're going to really put that edge in there. We'll go about halfway across here. Now once I get about halfway down this helmet, I'm going to blend this in, but I'm going to kind of stop about halfway down. And once I blend this, get this blended, I can kind of go back out here, fill that outside in. There we go. Your helmet is probably going to inevitably grow a little bigger than you meant to at first. It happens. Now I'm going to leave out here. I'm going to take some black later, so we'll get some black and kind of... I'm going to cover up this light color later when I take a black and kind of outline it. I'm going to leave it like that for now, okay? Okay, let's go back to our big brush. Let's do the other helmet. Okay, we're just going to do the same thing in reverse. Nothing too fancy here, okay? There we go. Let's start there, and there, and here. Anyway, I was watching Batman movies, and I can't remember, there's a scene with like Two-Face, right? And everything's about the number 2. And I was like, you know, it'd be really easy to like guess all his passwords. It'd be like 2 forever. 22222222. Exclamation point. You gotta have an exclamation point, it's gotta be a different symbol. Or like Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster's password would be like Cookies Rule, you know, 87 or something. Cookies Rule 52 or something. Cookies Rule exclamation point. I think, what are other characters that are just obsessed with one thing? Hamburglar would be like I love I heart, you know, it's just, I feel like they would have very easy to guess passwords. Okay. Alright, let's go back, got my small flat brush again, get my dark gray here, more black. I had this in water, so I need to stir my water in a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing now. I'm gonna take this, again, the light's in the middle, so on the outside edge is kind of where we see the shadow color. Outside bottom of this is where we kind of see that shadow. The side that's furthest away from that middle part. Pretty friggin' simple. Kaboom! Look at that. Darker down there. Wow! Now, bottom of this, I know I'm going to cover this up with a little rectangle thing, so I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried. Maybe we could blend this a little bit more right there. I don't know. I'm bored. Let's take a shot again, huh? Okay, before we do that, let's wash it out. Let's get some white paint. White paint. And let's put some highlight on the top, okay? Tell me this. What do you guys think Two-Face's password would be? 222222? Or 2 spelled out? There we go. So I start that, kind of outline the top, blend in that light color at the top, and kind of take that down. Here we go. A little lighter on the top. There we go. You know, I could take this a little bit further around the outside edge, kind of get that shape a little right. I don't know if I really got it much better though. And again, I'll take some black later and kind of outline the bottom again. This is, well, oh hey, look, that did it. Okay. Let's take another shot. We're just gonna move through part by part on here, then we'll put the black part in later. Cheers. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some gray. Fill this in and kind of stay out of the arm a little bit, and then we'll go and do the arm separately on top. We'll end up going a little into the arm, that's okay. But that's what we're gonna do next. Probably do this part. Maybe we'll do this part first. Actually, let's do that part first. is gonna come together. It's all gonna come together. Did I have to count that shot? I'm already on 6 shots? I don't know. Okay, let's go back to our big brush. Let's get this medium color again. We're gonna start with this. No matters anyway. Oh, trying to think what else. I don't know. Just been doing nothing. Working, come home, sleep, go back to work. Sometimes I get to sit on my phone and watch videos. And, I don't know. Videos of friends. Watch videos of friends doing stuff. Concerts. Then people put their fucking whole concert on a huge Snapchat. It's like, please stop. Look, a Snapchat is something you just kind of look at, like, oh, cool, they went to a concert. Like, if you think people are sitting there going, like, first of all, you can't hear anything in like a video on your phone. It's not like you can. It's not like it's good. All you hear is the people around you and the sound of the crowd more than even the band. So it's not like anyone's sitting there getting the experience. I get it. You're at the show and you're like, oh, they're killing this song. Listen. And it's just, as much as you want people to hear it, they're not going to. Okay, the only thing you're really doing is saying, hey, I went to this concert. It was cool. Look at this crowd. Isn't that cool looking? You need 1, maybe 2 snaps. That's it. Anything more than that is pointless. Like, you're not doing anything. You're just making me tap through a bunch of snaps. Don't get that. So I know this girl hula hooping, and I remember like years ago, it was like this hula hooping was this huge fad. And I just want everyone to know that hula hooping's not impressive. It's a child's toy. I mean, look, if you're the best hula hooper on earth, sure. If you're the best Rubik's Cube person, sure. But Rubik's Cube is a fucking toy, you know? It's like, oh, slingshot. It's like if every guy on earth started playing with slingshots and sharing them like we should all be impressed or something. It's like, no one gives a shit about your slingshot skills. No one cares about your hula hooping skills. Okay, unless you're like the greatest hula hooper of all time. I don't care. I don't care about it. But who cares what I think? I don't know why I don't know. Maybe I'm just in an annoyed mood today. I don't know. I'm sorry. Kind of in an annoyed mood lately. I didn't get to make a new painting. I don't know. But I get to paint today, so that's cool. Okay, I'm just kind of darkening up these outside spots. That's really all I did there. Wash my brush out. I'm gonna get some white paint. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why am I complaining? I was watching videos today and it just was annoying. I think everything was annoying. I just had a bad day today. I had a good day yesterday. Yesterday felt good. I don't know what it is today. I just probably need to take more shots. Take more shots, do more painting. So white paint on the front. Okay, now this is the lights hitting the front part of the chest there. So that's why I'm kind of doing that. I'm just kind of brushing it in real light. Nothing real crazy. Okay, there you go. That's all you really got to do. Alright, let's do the other body. I'm a hard body, you're a hard body. Okay, here we go. Start by getting my lady's chest in. Her breasts, bosom, okay. Yeah. Now again, I kind of paint over that arm a little bit. That's okay. Hey, that's okay. Okay, then we're done with the big brush. Let's go back to my small brush. Wash it a little bit. Get a little washing. Okay, I could dry it off on my towel. And get my dark color again. Now again, I'm going to put these in kind of the same spots, just in reverse, so parts away from the middle, because again, the light color's in the middle. Okay, excuse me. I want to put this out here. A little bit there. And just kind of blend that in a little bit. Man, I had a dream. What did I have a dream about? It was like the dream was inside a big house. And there's like random people that were like, I know they're not really my friends, but they showed up, and some of like my parents were there or something, and my dad maybe. And he was like, oh, okay. I mean, no, you're fine. And I'm like, oh, my dad hates my friends. They're not even my friends. I don't even know what my dream was about. I used to like watch videos on like interpreting dreams. And I remember some of it, but most of it I don't really know. Okay, I will take my same brush. I got my dark colors in. Let's give a little wash, get some white paint. Wash is on. Now, if you work a lot slower, you know, you can just, you know, before you get the white back on, you can put your light gray back in and then get your white, and it'll be wet, and it'll allow you to blend in, okay? Maybe I want to put a little bit more white right here. Where? Closer. Like that chest a little bit. Kind of lightly brush and it'll kind of fade off there. Okay, hey, look at that. We've got the bodies and the head in. I think we should take another shot. Let's take a shot, and then we'll do this part, and then these parts, and then these parts, and then these parts. Then we can do the mask, and we'll do the hands, and you know, stuff like that. Okay, let's take a shot. By the way, today is National Hot Dog Day. National Words with Friends Day, just, you know, cheap ploy to, you know, someone bought this day for their Words with Friends. Okay. Okay. National Retainer Day and National Daiquiri Day. Who's the fucked up person that put National Hot Dog Day and National Retainer Day on the same fucking day? Is there a worse food to eat with a retainer in? Imagine that. Ugh, gross. So yeah, this is chili cheese dog. That's what we're celebrating today. Cheers to National Hot Dog Day. Ugh. Cheers. Okay, that'll be shot. It's at least shot 6. It might be shot 7. I don't know. I'm not very jolly today. I'm sorry. Let's see. This is The Rock cooking. Last week's trivia question was, what is The Rock cooking? We answered that. And I can't remember the answer now, but anyway, that's a picture of The Rock. This is an AI. This is my AI generated selfie for today. Pretty stupid. Wait, can I? That's good. There's a monkey with a banana on his head. Another good picture. Okay. Okay, did that. Well, good. Okay, is this stuff dry? Kinda. Kind of want a little dry before we do the next part because I don't want to blend too much. So let's take that. It's dry. Yeah, I was thinking about something about snaps. I think people just forget how short they're supposed to be, and just kind of showing something. I'm going into too much detail. I mean, unless you're like watching something really crazy, like, you know, plane crashing into a whale, and you want to see every bit. It's nuts. You're witnessing a true insane event. But if you're like, oh, look, my kid picked up a grasshopper. Okay. That's all you need, really. One quick one, your kid with a grasshopper. That's about it. Okay, let's put in that. And let's put in this. We're going to start by just kind of drawing this in. Just kind of take your brush real flat. Boom. Fill that in. Put your phone down. Now this is just kind of a box. Again, this is the backpack. Astronaut backpack. This ain't no JanSport. What even is backpack brands now? That's just what it was when I was a kid. Is JanSport still around? Surely, right? They were the king of backpacks back then. Who's the backpack king now? Phone down. What does Jansport mean? Why is it called Jansport? Yeah, I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. Alright, fill that in. Let's go ahead and draw that in. I'm covering all this up on my shoulder, I'm sorry. I can make you put your phone down. Now, we can wait for this to dry to put in some of these other colors. It's kind of a flat shape, so it doesn't have to be like, you know, too, really blend much. The one thing we could do is maybe blend a little bit of the dark color at the front here. I could take my medium brush again. Maybe I could paint some of this back in. Put some of that right there. Maybe we'll do that and kind of set where, you know, this edge is there, okay? That's kind of this front side, right? I don't want to be something. I can never tell what he's saying there. Okay, let's put a little bit there. Okay, so there's that. You know what else I want to do real quick? Let's take this and let's kind of set this edge back in so you can see this is in front of the backpack. Actually, you know what? No. I'll take black later and we'll outline that and that'll fix that up. Big dumb, I'm a big idiot. Okay, let's take my medium brush. Now my big flat brush is too big for this spot, so let's switch over to medium brush. And let's take this, let's fill in that little collar. Okay, they got a little collar on. Collar, I hardly know her. Okay, let's take this, let's go right here, let's make a little rectangle. Collar 1 filled in. Okay, so then I just want to take some let's go ahead and do both of these real quick. These are small enough you can probably do these in one little swipe. Well, I got the same color on my brush. I can kind of take this, make sure I get it nice and slow. My paint's starting to dry out. We're gonna have to get a new plate. Okay, now while that's wet, take our white paint. Start here at the front. Let's just pull away from the front. Gotta blend that in. There we go. Look at that. Shouldn't be too much. Honestly, don't overwork it. That's a lot of paint, though. Let me take some of that paint off my brush. Just like that. Pull towards the back. Pull towards away from the middle. There you go. Leave it like that. I wouldn't mess with it too much. You might end up messing it up, so leave her like that. Okay, let's do the arms, which look like something else besides arms to me. Between you and me, I'm a big idiot. Okay, I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna start a new plate because this is getting dried out, not working too great. And you know what else? I'm gonna take a shot, okay? And maybe I'll do the trivia question again. Maybe not. I've already done it 1,000 times. Okay, let's take a shot. Then we'll do the arms. That's supposedly shot 7. Supposedly. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this plate. I haven't really mixed up these whites and blacks. Maybe it's just still a little dry or a little wetter because I haven't gotten, you know, the outside might be a little dried up. The inside's probably still a little wet. So I can probably take these and mix these again. Yeah, this will work. These still feel a little bit not quite as dried out yet. Okay, so we got these colors. Now let's go ahead and fill in the arms. Proper back up here so I can go all the way to the bottom, go off the bottom. Don't hit the bottom like easel. That's why I prop it up like that. Okay, I'm kind of skipping a step because I'm just gonna do these both at the same time, which isn't what I said I was doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, there we go. Got our two arms. These are arms, not giant penises. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Just a little immature. Let's make this one a little bit bigger, little small. Maybe that was too big. Shit. Okay, there we go. Got our arms. Now, before it dries, let's get our medium brush back out. We'll start with our dark spots. Let's take some black. Make a darker gray. Okay, now around the outside, away from the middle. We're gonna do kind of the same thing. Kind of think like this little spot. With that, I'm gonna go down the side, down this back edge here. Right. I'm gonna take this kind of use the wide side of my brush, blend it a little bit. Okay, that's a lot of paint, so it's not. Well, let's be real. Let's be better here. Okay, let's be better. Okay. I think the alcohol is starting to affect my painting ability. Oh, yeah, entertain. Okay, so again, take that, get it in. Then we take the wide side of the brush and kind of lightly brush. Keep going in until it starts to blend a little bit. Just pressing real light. While both colors are still out. I'm not using tons of paint. Just enough paint, just a little bit, just enough. You want to get just the right amount. You don't want to go too much, and if it's not blending, you don't get more of the other color, and then more of the first color, and then more of the other color, and then you go back and forth, and you just end up this big blob, right? So what do? Well, you kind of mess with it. You kind of let it blend how it blends. If it's just totally botched, let it dry, paint it white, and then let that dry, and then paint over it again, or something like that, you know? Okay, now, while I got my dark color, let's go ahead and paint. Wait, no, let's not. Let's go to my light. Let's go to white paint. Wash my brush out. Get all that. Try to get that gray out of there a little bit. Take it through a paper towel and get some white paint. I'm trying to move fast before this dries. It's all for your entertainment. Okay, white paint. Okay, front now. Opposite of the back here. Okay, I don't know why I said that. Obviously, the front's opposite of the back, but it's up here where the light would be hitting it. Let's put that on. Alcohol is definitely starting to affect my ability to just paint a line. I think I'm on shot 8. I don't know though. There's no way for me to know. Can't go back in time. Okay, and then we take the wide side, blend that a little bit while it's still wet. Good enough. Good enough. Now later, we're going to cover a lot of this up too. We're going to cover this front part up, so I kind of get away with that. So we're going to put that little hand on top later. Okay, now before we're totally done with the arm, with shoulders and stuff, let's get back our dark gray again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my little shoulder pad, okay? Not a penis head, a shoulder pad. Does kind of look like a dick, though. I mean, come on. It looks like a dick. Okay, let's take that. Let's kind of make a little dark line, a little darkness through there. Now, we're going to put the dark line back in later with black. Right now, I just kind of like to put a little bit of this so you kind of get that edge, okay? Now, on this side, I think I just use really thick paint over here. Because it is, as soon as I put a color in there, it just instantly turns into my other color. So it means I must have put a lot of thick paint to start with. Yeah, that's just instantly going away. Whatever, fudge it. Fudge it. Yeah, it looks a little wonky there, huh? Whatever. Maybe I'll do this. Sometimes just take your finger and fuck it, you know, just kind of touch it. And sometimes that'll fix it. Hey, again, I'm going to take a shot, and then I'm going to do a trivia question again. Real quick, just run through trivia question real quick. Today's trivia question is, what did the devil do to get kicked out of heaven? Okay, did he A, double dip his nachos? B, let the toilet seat up? C, let the cap off the toothpaste? D, clipped his toenails at the dinner table? E, talk through movies? F, always clicking his pen? G, how dare you joke about God and the devil? Or H, watched videos on his phone at full volume? Okay, so what did the devil do to get kicked out of heaven and turn into the devil and go to hell and all that? It's in the Bible, okay? If you're not a Bible nut, you might not know this one. You have to give it a guess. But if you go to church every Sunday and you're a good Christian and you read your Bible, you know it's one of these, okay? You know it's one of them. One of my pet peeves is people watching videos on their phone at full volume. Like, just stop. Okay, cheers, everybody. Shot 8 at least. I think it's shot 9. I think I might have missed one. WWJD, you know. What would Joel do? WWJD. Okay, let's paint these in black. You know, let's do that. Excuse me. WWJD. What would Jay-Z do? Well, as a kid, WWJD was pretty big. WWJD. Remember one time when I was a kid, me and my best friend Dez, we got in a fight, and it's funny because like Dez was huge, he was enormous, and I was very small as a kid. Kind of went through a couple growth spurts, but I mean I was tiny as a little kid, and Dez was pretty big, so it was like we would fight, but it's like it was just a matter of time before he just ended up sitting on me and was pounding me, you know. And so anyway, we got in this fight, which is also just hilarious that, you know, my parents, or it was like my dad and his dad were hanging out, or, you know, our dads knew each other. And he came out and he goes, Dez, look at your bracelet. And he was wearing a WWJD bracelet. He's like, ask yourself, what would Jesus do? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Joel. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I always remember that. Look at your bracelet. What does that say? He was wearing one of those bracelets with like the little letters on it. Court guesses. Trivia question today is, what did Satan do to get kicked out of heaven? Lots of good answers. Court has his own answer. Put his hot sausage in the wrong oven. Yeah. Well, you know, you don't want to put it in the wrong oven. I mean, people are using their ovens for cooking their own different things, and now it's a hot sausage, so it's different than just your regular sausage that you're cooking in the oven. It's a hard hot sausage. So I don't know, but it sounds like trying to make some kind of innuendos. Windows 98. Windows 98. Menu Windows 10. Ooh, that was nice. Look at that black. Ooh, that was a good little black line there. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, now we gotta do this edge. Whoa. Really just having a steady hand, just kind of pulling one little spot at a time. Don't feel like you gotta do the whole thing. You run out of paint, stop, get more paint. But it is good to kind of pull through and do a long burst as long as you can. If you pull through, you got a good line going. You know, like right here, I like to go like this and twist my brush. But you gotta twist it just right. You gotta kind of think like twisting. Maybe you think this is where, if you kind of line your brush up with that corner, or the center of the circle, really, which hopefully that corner is kind of in the center. But you can kind of make a nice curved edge. Fuck me. Okay, yeah, that was alright. That's alright. It's this top part that's messing me up. Be witty. It's okay if they touch. They're kissing. They're astronaut kiss. They've got a little astronaut kiss. Astronaut kisses. Caught up in hers. It was astronaut kisses. How's that song go again?
I does what I likes.
And I likes what I do.
I
Does what I likes and I likes.
Thank you, most interesting.
I does what I likes and I likes what I do. I does what I likes and I likes. I does what I likes and I likes what I do. Does what I likes and I likes
I does what I likes and I likes.
what I do. Hey, look at that, we got it. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so we got that done. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot. Court, the answers are... Court, let me go through the answers again with you, okay? Double dipped his nachos. Okay. B, left the toilet seat up. C, left the cap off the toothpaste. D, clipped his toenails at the dinner table. E, talked through movies. F, always clicking his pen. H, how dare you joke about God and the devil? Sounds like H might be your guess. No, G, that's G. H is watch videos on his phone at full volume. Oh boy. Let me tell you, watching videos on your phone at full volume in a room full of people, that's one of my pet peeves. I'd have kicked him out for that. Ah. Cheers, shot 9 or 10. I think it might be 10. But I might have missed one. Okay, I think we gotta put the backpack in and we need to put the hands in. Now, is this dry yet? I don't think so. Hey, what does a squirrel do to feel fancy? He takes his nuts and he makes fun of them, so he's got roasted nuts. I'm sure that's a joke. I'm sure someone else has thought of that joke, but thought of that last night and made me laugh. Okay, that's gotta be dry. Okay, let's take our chalk and let's draw in one of the last things we gotta draw in. Little arms on our astronauts, our Affectionauts. This painting's called Affectionauts, okay? Use an arrogant angel. You sound like you know from personal experience. Okay, Court knows the answer. So we got a good guess. He's gonna win. Be careful. Who else got a guess? Okay. Okay, Okay, let's take our chalk and let's keep going here. What I want to do is kind of draw in a couple things. So this one, the hand, now on this one, the hand might be a little lower, so I don't see as much of the arm as we do on this side. But over here, we've got a little hand here. Now, what I like to do is kind of start with a little rectangle, maybe a little, what's this shape called? Parallelogram? Rhombus? Get your rhombus off me. Why does rhombus sound, rhombus? Like rumpus. I think that's what I'm thinking, rumpus. Or bum? Rhombus kind of sounds like... Who cares? No one cares. Okay, anyway, here's my little rhombus. Get your rhombus off me. Okay, I'm gonna draw a little boink. That's a little finger. So on there's a little off the point of my rhombus. That's like my hand. Then we got a little finger rolling around the outside, a little back of that shoulder. What I'm gonna do is at the end of that, I'm gonna go take a little line. 1, 2 fingers. Now we got a third finger. Now we got a fourth finger. Wow. Last thing we gotta do is put the thumb in. Now the thumb kind of goes up. And it takes a little bump in and a little bump there. Okay, so it kind of goes up, in, and then a little round. What shape is that? It's kind of like a... I don't know, like an animal head, kind of in a way. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright. The way home Christmas in my parents' house. Okay, let's do another hand over here. Okay, it's gonna be a little lady hand, okay? It's gonna be a lady hand, okay? Lady hand over here. Let's make it just... That's maybe a little smaller, but this is gonna be... See, her hand a little more full on than maybe turned, so we'll make it more of a... let's put it more like a pentagon. 5 sides, that's a pentagon, right? Okay, you know what we should do? We should make it go in at the bottom. Like that. Boom, boom, pentagon. Okay, now we've got... Let's see, what should I do here? I should go there, from this corner, go up, make a little thumb. Then we go... Finger... Middle finger, next finger, next finger. There we go. Now let's just make that go down. Here we go. We did it. Okay, I'm gonna stick with my small flat brush now for the rest of this. Okay, let's take our small flat brush. Okay, so now I'm going to get this light gray again, mix that back up. The paint's kind of dried out, so it's probably about time to mix up a new gray. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's fill this sucker in. So same thing, just fill everything in, flat, light gray color. This is how I'm going to move through every part of this. Now there's a better way to do this probably, but I'm not making a fucking, you know, masterpiece here. You know, a better way could be many different things. Let's just fill it in. Fill it in nice and solid, nice, fresh, clean, wet paint, and then we're going to go back, we're going to blend in some dark colors with some light colors and put the all of the details back in. You know, her arm should go down more and then it should come up more, so this looks like she's got a little mini arm. Well, you know what? The anatomy on this might not be perfect, okay? Maybe I messed up the anatomy a little bit. Just call me Lieberman. Lieberfeld. Rob Lieberfeld. He was the comic book artist from like the 90s. When everyone studied, you know, his bad proportion and anatomy. But who cares? I mean, he was stylizing everything. I don't care. Made some dope stuff. Let's get a lot of thick paint. Why is this so thin? Why is this already drying out? Is this stuff just drying out already? Now I'm getting mad and repainting stuff like a maniac. Don't do what I'm doing. Angry. I'm acting out of sheer childish. Okay, whatever. Alright, now let's take this. You know, I'm gonna get a new plate because my paint's clearly drying out. Let's get a new thing of black and white. Hey, black and white. Dark and light. You know, I didn't think about it, but that kind of goes with our trivia question. Lightness and darkness. All that, you know, stuff. Okay, let's take this. Let's make a dark gray, black and white. Pretty much mix these evenly and you'll get a dark gray because black way outpowers white. And the, you know, when you're making, just mixing colors usually, like, just seems to look way more dark than white. But anyway, maybe that's just my interpretation of it. Okay, here's what we do. Again, now, away from the side, away from the middle, there's a light source. So the back side, we're going to see the dark side. We're going to take that, we're going to blend that in. So there's the arm. Put a little dark side in, take the wide side, blend it, right? Same thing we've been doing. Alright, let's do this here. And here's the hand. Maybe we'll make that a little wider this time. Wider across. Here's the hand. Kind of put that across there. Same thing here like we're doing here. We're just seeing it. We're just not seeing the arm on this one as much as we see the arm over here. There's that kind of across there. Alright, then we can kind of go ahead and outline some of this. Then we're going to have to do some real small lines. So I'm just going to redraw some of this in. You know, here, if we kind of imagine, here's that little finger. There's a little finger, there's a little finger, there's a finger, there's a finger. Here a finger, there a finger. Everywhere a finger, finger. Now, your hands will be kind of mirror images, too. Okay, there's that. Let's get the white paint. Let's mix in the light spots. So really wash this out, because you don't want any black in here. Maybe it'd be smarter to start with the white spots than the black, but... well, I've already got gray on my brush, so whatever. Okay, we got just white paint. Let's put that here. Okay, same thing here. Maybe out here we put a little white. Maybe there's that edge of that fangy. There's that fangy. Maybe we can fit a little bit of white in these out here. Maybe if we go real carefully. You gotta be real careful there. Here's that front of the hand. That light would be hitting there. Now again, this is the thumb. Right here, the dark spot's that thumb. And here, this is the side of the hand. And put a little white there. Kind of show there's the side of the hand. And then I could take some white and I could put maybe a little light white there on the outside. Maybe some white there. Okay. Here we go. Wouldn't do too much more than that, you know? Okay. Kaboom! Alright, just put some little details on the backpacks. Then we can finish this sucker up. Hey, it's National Hot Dog Day, everybody. Hey, National Hot Dog Day. Cheers to hot dogs. Hey, National Hot Dog Day. It's also National Retainer Day. Who's the cruel son of a bitch who put Hot Dog Day and Retainer Day on the same day? Imagine having a retainer in and eating a chili cheese dog. Everyone just think about that visual for a minute. Chili cheese dog getting in your braces and your retainer? Well, there's a day for that. And we're celebrating it today. Cheers. WWJD, everybody. Okay. This is The Rock. This is my AI art generated selfie. So there's that. What else? Monkey the banana on his head. It's also good. Joel, stop stalling with your painting. Okay, I'm not stalling. I'm totally stalling. Okay, what do I want to do here? Okay, now is the time. Alright, maybe we'll change. We'll put a little bit on the backpacks here. I think what I should do is paint this whole side dark gray. Because it's, you know, just a flat side of this rectangle. Let's go ahead and do this. Joel, that wasn't hard. Why did you procrastinate that? I don't fucking know, okay? It's just like something. Joel, that was a lot easier once you did it. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll remember that next time, and I won't procrastinate so much. Leave me alone, okay? I'm really defensive about this. You know what I'm doing after this? Me and my buds going to Dave & Buster's. That's not even a joke. I don't know why, but someone went to Dave & Buster's and I was like, I didn't know we had a Dave & Buster's, and now I'm gonna go to Dave & Buster's with my friend. I kind of can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Never been to a Dave & Buster's in my life, you know. Okay, let's take our okay, let's finish this bitch up. Alright, let's take our small flat brush. Let's start finishing this shit out. I'm gonna get, you know what, a new plate. I'm gonna get yet another plate with a little bit of white, a little bit of black. Because no matter what, everything, it always ends up getting tainted. I get white paint. Let's do one of the last things here. Let's get a light gray. Very, very light gray. Not white yet, just light gray. Stay too great not to pull my own weight, so they gotta keep the pace. God and put me here to tow. They wanna pass time on the beach, thinking everything's sweet, but I'm never gonna. Top of that. It's lonely at the top. I'ma keep my mind focused, so I'm never at the bottom. It's lonely at the top. Keep my circle. Maybe I want to trim this up. Something about this seems a little too. So let's just cut this down a little bit. So what I want to do is gonna bring this in a little bit, right? Shit, that was way too much. Ways to go. Okay, I kind of fucked that up, not gonna lie. Fuck! Okay, you know, okay, here's, let's do this. Let's go ahead and... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to, some sienna and some purple. Can you believe it? We're gonna go back to these. I'm gonna change this, so this one's gonna be a little different. This is a little added layer I didn't do in the first one. Okay, let's take some white and some purple. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Why'd I get white and purple? I went white and cream. White and raw sienna. Damn it. Fucked up. Okay, ignore. Don't mix white and purple. Okay. White and raw sienna. Let's get that light cream color again. Let's get that color. Lots of white. Very, very light. Okay? Very, very light. Mostly light. Just like a drop. That's like 50 times more than you need. 100 times more. Who knows? You need like a drop, and I put a whole giant amount. Don't need that much. You need like a drop with this much white, and then like a drop of this color. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want to try on this one, and we put a little color like that. Ooh, a little bit of that. A little bit of my cream color. Right? Yeah, put a little cream color out here. Reflecting.
It's lonely at the top. They can say they want it all, but won't sacrifice a little bit. It's lonely at the top.
Let's just fuck with it. Let's just fuck around with it. You know what? This is where, honestly, art is cool because you can just fuck it up. And you start letting go. Just let go of shit, you know? There we go. Look at that. Who cares? What's gonna happen? Nothing. You know what's gonna happen? People are gonna go, ooh, I like the colors. Go, ooh, I really like the expressiveness. Like, yeah, I just want to start fucking it up because I couldn't do it so perfectly that I just started fucking it up. I'm like, I like it. I'm like, cool, good. That's cool. So there we go. Let's put some of this colors in here. Boom, boom. Now let's take purple. No white. No white added. Let's just take purple by itself. Maybe just a drop of white. A very, very dark purple. Maybe it's like the slightest bit of white in there. Okay, let's do some purple there, huh? Oh, what? What? Crazy. Maybe some purple here. Ooh, purple there. Now, I don't want to go... Okay, this is a good distinction. Now, here's this back, right? This is the darkest... It's covered. There's no light in it. It's just all dark. Don't put your purple deep in there. Put it kind of out here. Between your darkest dark and a medium dark or something, you know? Now here, now this is the edge of something. This is on the outside. So maybe this is the darkest part of this arm, but it's kind of the outside. It could be getting the reflecting something outside. This is something tucked in between the bag and this backpack and everything. This is where there's like a crevice, a deep crevice that's dark. Now this is kind of a crevice too. It's kind of curving, but it's not like, this is just an edge. You know, it's not like an inside, you're not looking down a cave. You're looking at like the side of an, anyway, I don't know, maybe that helps somebody, maybe it doesn't, but that's a little, very minor distinction to like maybe where you could put some of these purples and where you wouldn't want to put some of these purples, you know? Maybe not, but yeah, hopefully that helps. Maybe that helps somebody. Maybe right here, put a little purple. I kind of like this with more color in it. Ooh, I like it a lot better. Ooh. Okay, now final spots. Let's start with black. We're gonna start with outlining with black. Finishing it up here. Let's take black paint. Finish strong, everybody. Finish strong. Black paint. Now we're gonna do with this is we're gonna really outline. We're gonna really draw this in. Okay, think about this in a really defined way. This is where we're going to see all the edges, very hard edges. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's go. Okay, here. There's a hard edge. Boom. There's the edge of that. Maybe there's a knuckle. There's another knuckle. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe right here. Kind of pick and choose. Just go. Just go for it. Okay, there's a hard edge. Boom. Now here, I want to make this back nice and solid. That's where the back of that is. That's where this person's back is. That's probably a good spot. That's probably a spot you really want to put in black. And then here we go, here we go, here we go. Now let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and outline this. Outline this. You could probably put a little line right here. Very thin. We can put in this outside edge there. Looking pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, now let's do one of our last things here. Let's really take our big brush, wash it out. Also, take a good shot of whiskey before you do this part. Okay, get revved up. Take a nice shot of whiskey. Cheers. Ha! Ah! That shot 11? It might be 12. I don't think I counted one of my shots. Okay. Here we go. Take your big brush. Wash it out. Nice washing. Wash all that paint out of there. Let's get some white paint, get some clean white paint. We're gonna make a nice big bright reflection. We want just plain, pure, nice bright white. Get your water stirred in there, get just white paint on here. Take your shot of whiskey, take your shot of vodka, okay? Get good and loose, and get ready to just get ready to, grow a pair of nuts, grow or if you're a lady, grow your, think with your clit, or it's like think with your dick or think with your clit, or maybe grow a set of nuts or grow a set of ovaries. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna shut up. Okay, let's take white paint on here. Now what we're gonna do a nice little, just one little quick mark. It's gonna make it look like a little reflection on the thing here. Here we go. We're gonna go right here. Just like that. Here. Okay, and that was okay. Not my best. But there we go. It's a little highlight, and then you know what else we can do? We can go. I'm gonna take my small brush. Okay, you know what I should do? I should take my small brush. It's two big ones, which is fine. Let's do some small ones. Let's give it a little try here. Okay, still got my whiskey coursing through my veins and my brains. Here we go. Let's go for it. Let's get some white paint. White paint, white paint, white paint. Bright white paint. Medium flat brush now, not my big flat. Smaller flat brush. Well, let's do this. Wow. Wow. Now let's go like this. Maybe we go. Everything I do, I'm gonna do it over here too. Shit, fucked it up. Oh. Okay, we're gonna call it there. Okay, they're gonna call it there. They're calling the game right there, everybody. Okay, let's take our baby brush. Let's take white paint. Let's sign our name so we feel like a fancy pants artist. And another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna turn it over here, we're gonna paint the bottom edge. You know I want you constantly. Alright, let's take our small brush, let's paint the bottom edge. It could be. It could be. You know, turn it this way, it looks like she's, oh, you're not gonna see in the front, okay. It's because it's not, okay. Take me. Okay, we did it. Look, there's our painting. I like this painting. You even kind of fudge it up there. Whatever, Hey, okay. Time to answer the trivia question. That's the painting for today. Today's trivia question was, what did the devil do to get kicked out of heaven, huh? Was it A, double dipping his nachos? B, leaving the toilet seat up? C, let the cap off the toothpaste? D, clipping his toenails at the dinner table? E, talk through movies? F, always clicking his pen? G, how dare you joke about God and the devil? Or H, watched videos on his phone at full volume. Correct answer was A, double dipping his nachos. It's one of those things, people do it and no one wants to say anything, but you're kind of like, oh, okay, I think I'm done with this dip, and you move on. And that's kind of what, how it was with them. It was kind of like, okay, that's the final straw. Yeah, he's arrogant, blah, blah, blah. But, correct answer was, final straw was double dipping his nachos. So, congratulations everybody that guessed that. You get a free painting. And yeah, I think that's our show for today. I'm gonna take one more shot. Court wants me to take it. Court, you guessed G. G, how dare you joke about God and the devil. Oh, I love you there, Court. You're awesome. Well, I will take a shot just for you. All right. So, again, remember everybody, if you ever have to break into like Cookie Monster's computer or Two-Face's computer, the password is probably like I love cookies, or for Two-Face it'd be like 22222, or if it was like you know, the Hamburglar, their password probably like I love hamburgers. Very easy to figure out those people's passwords. Also hula hooping, it's cool, but like you're doing a child's thing. I'm not impressed with your hula hoop skills. WWJD, roasted nuts. All you gotta do is make fun of your nuts, and you have roasted nuts. It's a dumb joke that I thought of when I was falling asleep the other night. And so cheers everybody, and I thank you and I love you. And goodbye. Ugh. I can't sing alone. Goodbye everybody.